Are natural pillows non-toxic, and do they off-gas the way a foam pillow does? Short answer first, then the proof.
Short answer, a well-made natural pillow has nothing to off-gas because there is no synthetic chemistry inside it to release. Circadian pillows are built from cotton, wool, buckwheat hulls, Kapok, and rubber tree latex. And the ones that can be certified organic are certified on the whole pillow, not on a marketing sticker. So here is what off-gassing really is. Here is why these fills do not do it, and here is how you check the certifications yourself instead of taking my word for it.
Start there. What is off-gassing mechanically?
When people say a pillow off-gasses, they mean it is releasing volatile organic compounds into the air, VOCs. And you smell them as that sharp chemical smell a new foam pillow has out of the plastic. Memory foam is polyurethane, a petroleum foam made with a stack of chemicals, and after it is manufactured, it keeps releasing small amounts of those compounds as it airs out. That is the smell. It fades over weeks, but the material is the source, so it is doing it the whole time it breaks down.
And a cotton or wool pillow?
There is no petrochemical in it to release. Cotton fiber, wool fiber, buckwheat hulls, Kapok, latex from tree sap. These are materials that were grown, not synthesized. A new cotton pillow arrives essentially odorless. There is no plastic smell because there is no plastic.
People do say wool has a scent, though. Let's not dodge that.
Fair, and it is worth separating two things. A natural scent is not off-gassing. Wool has a faint lanolin smell when it is new, a soft, earthy note, and it fades within 3 to 7 days of use. Latex can have a light rubber tree aroma on day one that clears in a day or two. That is the raw material smelling like itself, and it goes away. Off-gassing is a synthetic material shedding manufactured compounds. Different thing, different source. Cotton, for what it is worth, has close to no scent at all.
Okay, so the claim is these fills are clean. How do I know that is real and not just a nicer label?
This is the part that matters, because non-toxic and natural are unregulated words. Anyone can print them. What you want is a third-party certification with a license number you can look up. Circadian leans on 2, and I will tell you which pillow carries which because the answer is different per fill.
Start with a big one, GOTS.
GOTS is the Global Organic Textile Standard. It is the strict one for textiles, and the reason it matters is that it audits the entire chain, from the harvest of the fiber through spinning, weaving, dyeing, cutting, sewing, and labeling at every facility. It is not a test on the final product. It is a standard the whole supply chain has to meet.
What does it ban specifically?
Formaldehyde, carcinogenic azo dyes, toxic heavy metals, chlorine bleaching, so any whitening has to be oxygen-based. It requires wastewater treatment at every wet processing facility, and for a product to be graded organic, the fiber has to be at least 95% certified organic. Even the sewing thread is held to a chemical safety standard. So when a pillow is GOTS certified, a formaldehyde finish or a heavy metal dye is not a risk you are trusting a brand to have avoided. It is a thing an auditor confirmed is absent.
And which circadian pillows are GOTS on the whole pillow?
Cotton and wool. On those two, the certification runs through the fill, the cover, the thread, and the dye process under license GOTS-10229, issued by Oregon Tilth. That is the meaningful distinction most shoppers miss. Most brands that show a GOTS badge are certified on the cover only, the fabric shell, while the fill inside is uncertified. Full pillow GOTS means the part your face is pressed against for 8 hours, the fill, is in scope 2.
How do I verify that myself?
Look up GOTS 10229 in the public GOTS database. One honest heads up so it does not read as a trick. The license is held by the manufacturer, the New Jersey workshop that hand assembles the pillows. So the record shows that workshop's name, not the word circadian. That is normal. The pillows are made under that license. You are checking that the license is real and current, and it is.
Good. Now the second certification.
OEKO-TEX Standard 100, and specifically Class 1, which the latex pillow carries on its fill. Standard 100 tests a finished material against a long list of regulated harmful substances, over 100 of them: carcinogenic dyes, formaldehyde, heavy metals, pesticide residue, phthalates, VOCs. The tiers are the part people do not know about.
Explain the tiers.
There are classes, and they get stricter as the product gets closer to more vulnerable skin. Class 1 is the strictest tier, the limit set for products made for babies and toddlers up to 3 years old, because infant skin absorbs more and is more sensitive. Most bedding only needs to meet Class 2, which is regular direct skin contact. Circadian's latex is certified at Class 1, the infant grade tier. Most natural latex pillows on the market sit at Class 2 or Class 3.
So the latex is tested to a baby product threshold?
To that limit, yes. And it stacks with FSC on the source. The rubber tree sap comes from FSC certified plantations, Forest Stewardship Council, which is the responsible forestry standard. No deforestation, chain of custody tracked from the plantation to the finished pillow. So on latex, you have the finished material chemistry certified at the infant tier and the upstream source certified for forestry. 2 different links in the chain, both covered.
What about the fills that are not organic certified? Kapok, buckwheat, are those the weak link?
No, and I want to be precise instead of overselling. Kapok is wild harvested from the seed pods of the kapok tree. It is mechanically separated from the seed and sewn into the pillow, and that is the entire process. There is no chemical step to certify because there is no chemical step, which is part of why people with chemical sensitivities tend to land on it. We call it natural kapok, not organic, because wild harvested fiber does not fit the organic certification framework. Being accurate about that is the point.
And buckwheat.
USA grown hulls, the shells left over from milling buckwheat groats, with no synthetic pesticide treatment and no chemical processing. We do not call the hull fill organic because the hull supply chain does not carry that certification, but the cotton cover around it is GOTS certified organic. On kapok, buckwheat, latex, and the buckwool hybrid, the organic cotton cover is the certified part, and the fill is described plainly for what it is.
Let's talk about the things people are trying to avoid. What is in a conventional pillow that is not in these?
The 2 big ones are flame retardants and the residue of conventional textile processing. A lot of bedding is treated with chemical flame retardants. Circadian's cotton is grown without synthetic pesticides, processed without synthetic dyes, and filled without flame retardants or chemical softeners. And there is a farming angle worth knowing. Conventional cotton is one of the most chemically intensive crops there is. The Organic Trade Association pegged it at roughly 12% of global insecticide sales in a single year. Organic cotton removes that from the fiber your face is on.
Does washing reintroduce any of that? Detergent, treatments?
Only if you add it. So keep it simple. The organic cotton cover unzips and washes cold on its own, and you skip fabric softener and any scented additive, since those coat the fiber and defeat the point of buying clean cotton. The fill stays dry inside. Nothing in the pillow needs a chemical treatment to stay fresh.
Here is the question a parent is going to ask. Is this safe for a nursery near a baby?
The certifications are built for that question. OEKO-TEX Class 1 is the tier for baby and toddler products, and full GOTS bans the compounds you would worry about near an infant. I will add the standard safety note that belongs in any honest answer. Loose pillows do not go in a crib with a sleeping infant, regardless of how clean the pillow is. That is a suffocation guideline, not a materials one. For an older child's bed or a chemically sensitive adult, the material story is about as clean as pillows get.
Give me the fast version. Who should be looking at these specifically for the non-toxic angle?
Anyone with chemical sensitivities who reacts to new product smell. Anyone replacing a memory foam pillow because they are tired of the off-gassing and the heat. Allergy sufferers, where wool resists dust mites through the fiber itself and Kapok gives feather-allergic sleepers a down-like feel without down. And research-minded buyers who would rather check a license number than trust a label.
And if I only remember one thing?
Non-toxic is a claim. GOTS 10229 and OEKO-TEX Class 1 are receipts. Natural fills do not off-gas because there is no synthetic chemistry inside to release. And on cotton and wool, the organic certification covers the whole pillow, not just the cover. Look the numbers up before you trust anyone, including us.
Where do people start?
If off-gassing is your main worry and you are coming off foam, start with the latex for the Class 1 certification or cotton for full pillow GOTS. Everything ships with a 60-night trial and free returns, so you can test the no chemical smell claim in your own bedroom. That is at circadianrest.com.